Hi y'all, Kendall Carpenter, Bunnyfoot Pottery in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome to my backyard. It's a beautiful fall day here in Tulsa, and as I've told you, I'm getting ready for my first market. In addition to my mugs that I'm taking, I have 31 different gnomes that I've pinched together and made. And I have so much fun making these. I know you all have little scraps of clay left, like if you pull one or two extra handles that you don't need. That's just about the right amount of clay to make one of these gnomes. They're everywhere from about an inch tall to about 3 inches tall. And I am addicted to texture little tools, so I have lots of little things at my disposal that I can roll into the clay and add different textures. So this I love hand building, as many of you do, and it lets me be a wheel potter and a hand potter in the same batch of clay. So I'm going to quickly run through these with you. I don't always remember the glaze. The glaze really isn't all that important in these, but here we go. Number one. This fella's very autumn looking with a darker nose. This one you'll recognize some green jasper. I always put little nostrils in the noses. Not everybody does that, but I think they need nostrils. This one I just did with some blue cobalt, very lightly wiped back. Here's another pretty little one. I think this is tropical teal. And I try and vary the color of the beard. Here's a tiny little one. I think that's pearl white. And a lot of times I'll use a stroke and coat, pink pixie, something pinkaboo on the nose. And I think this might be my tiniest one. I used the little ball tool and punch some balls in his fluff. This one, oh my gosh, I don't know why I did this, but this is a chicken. He's got little wings and he's got a beak. Oh, he's so cute. My little chicken gnome. Here is one, again with green jasper and a dark brown beard. He's awfully cute. This one has, I sort of braided this front area. Very pretty. It's a speckle clay, so he's got speckled nose. This one's pretty. I used the Pazzler Gold on it. 4 coats turned out, and then there's quite a bit of texture here on this one. I really like the way this one turned out, like a sweater. This little guy, I also kind of twisted his front part. Very organic looking. This cute little guy, I gave him sort of rabbit ears. He's cute. This one, I don't know why I gave him earmuffs. I think this is the Opulence Winter Day glaze, and so I gave him earmuffs. I think he's adorable. Here's a squatty little one. This looks like peppered plum to me. I'm not quite sure. This little fella, he's supposed to be in a beehive, so there's drops of honey and there's a couple of bees on him, but the glaze is sort of dull. There is a honeycomb texture to him, but it's very subtle. Here's another one I used Pazzler Gold on. A very wintry looking fellow. Here's a happy guy. They're each one different. That's what makes it so fun. Here's another one with a lot of texture. I have this little texture roller off Temu with a little tiny flower, and I used that on him. Some of these I'm thinking about putting on gluing on a wine stopper. What do you think? Let me know in your comments if you think I ought to make some of these wine stoppers. Here's one that's all stroke and code. I think this is called Fruity Pebbles. He looks like he's giving you a hug. I really like that Pazzler gold, so I made a white and gold one. Very elegant. Oh, I like this one. Sort of a funny top. I haven't done any others just like this one, but there's quite a bit of texture, and this is a Jungle Gems. I think it's called Citrus Splash. I like the way that turned out. I need to make more where he sort of has a Santa Claus kind of a hat. He's got a tassel, and he's a cute little guy. I did do that more Santa Claus hat on this fella, and I think this is Raspberry Mist, I think. Okay, this little fella, he's a wise gnome. Do you see the little owl on the tree branch? He's very subtle, but that was fun to make. Many of you all may have these little owl sprigs. This one, I twisted his top and gave him a little pom-pom. And this guy also has a twisted top with quite a bit of texture. It might not be showing up, but there's quite a bit of texture on this little guy. Another one with rabbit ears. This might be textured turquoise. I don't really remember. And he has a little bit of a darker nose. Sometimes I take the camel stroke and coat and mix it with that pinkaboo. He's cute. All right, 3 more. This fella, I used Pazzler Gold. I put a pumpkin on his head and made it Pazzler Gold. And this is Spectrum Autumn, textured autumn. And bushy eyebrows. I need to remember to give him more bushy eyebrows. And these last 2 took a lot of work. This one I'm not actually sure I'm going to sell. It took so much work. This is a gnome in a coral reef. And he's got coral, he's got a seahorse, he has a sea turtle and a fish and a little crab down there. And gosh, that took a lot of time, but it was so fun to make. And lastly, this one has the Tulsa flag, and this is my Tulsa King gnome. A friend of mine that has a 3D printer made me a stamp for the Tulsa flag. And are you all watching Sylvester Stallone on Paramount? He's just started season 3 of Tulsa King. And I just think this is adorable. If I made a dozen of these, they would sell out quickly in my market. So anyway, here's my Tulsa King gnome. And that's it. That's my 31 little gnomes, my little special project. And I appreciate you bearing with me as I showed them off. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video soon.